There's a legend carved in fire, they call him Captain Kern, with a maker's hand and a warrior's soul. He stands unbroken where the thunder rolls. He forges worlds from gold and steel, turns battles chaos into something real. A problem solver with a gamer's might, he charts his course through the endless night. Raise your horns and let them burn, for the strength of Captain Kern. Breaker of limits, builder of dreams, he sails through quests on electric streams. Storms may rise and shadows turn, still we follow Captain
What's happening, everybody? Why AI songs? I made the songs. That's why. These are my songs. I actually created them. I wrote the music. I wrote the lyrics. That's why, my friend. All I did was throw it into Suno to actually make it, because I actually can't play an instrument any longer. I don't mind you asking. What's up, Heidi? What's up, Vince? What's up, Da Vinci? What's up, Wifey? What's up, Brad? What's up, Caleb? I'm glad you all are here. This is part 2 of building a damn Voron V0. We're gonna finish this thing today. Yeah, we're gonna listen to this AI song once again. Gerdman, what's happening, my friend? All right. Let's get out of this. Whoa. What's going on, whoa, wrong screen. Wrong screen. Right screen. Let's go to the right screen. There we are. And let's get the camera up here where I can actually be in the frame. And there we are. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? I hope y'all are having a great day. This is part 2 of building a Voron V0. What was that? What was that? Oh, Howie, thank you for the high five and 100 jewels. Jewels, man. Sick. What was that? What's going on over here, man? Jonathan Rabideau, thank you for becoming a member of the channel. I appreciate you, my friend. You are awesome. Caleb, again, welcome. Man. So, I have to address this. I have actually gotten a lot of crap over using AI to build music. And I got to say, I have arthritis. I can't play instruments any longer, but I do write my own music. I do write my own lyrics, and I do write my own songs. And I throw it into AI. It helps me. I love to write music. So sue me. There, I addressed it. What's up, Raj? How you doing, buddy? I'm not sure I advertised the stream in enough Discords today. 43 of them. That's a lot of Discords. But into the build screen. It looks a little different than it did when we left off, and I'm sorry about that. I couldn't leave it. TJL, WTF, what's happening? Welcome, my friend. How are you? Welcome to the stream. I am Captain Kern. I am a maker of chaos, creator of stuff, and we're building a Voron V0, my very first V0. I've never built a Voron in my entire life. I have built a lot of printers, though, and I'm having a blast at this thing. So, yeah, let's go, baby. Yes, Heidi is super mod. She does mod for a lot of people. And she's probably modding for like 15 different other streams right now as we speak. So we have the Kirigami bed right here, and we've already mounted it. We did put the frame on. It is not square. I'm just telling you, it's not square at all. No, it's actually fairly square. Need to do a little bit of minor adjustments. But we were following the manual, and let's bring up said manual, V0 manual. Let's bring that up here in a said new window. The only thing I haven't done is attach the drag chain on it just yet, because I don't feel that that is a necessary step at this point, because I haven't put any cables in it yet. And I don't want to take it back off to put cables in it. You know, it's just that way. By the way, everybody over on the Twitch side, you got an ad coming up in about 3 minutes. Only 2 today. Geez, you're slacking. You're slacking, Heidi. Jesus. Let me get to the point where we should be at in the manual, and we'll throw that up on screen. Yes, the A and B drives. So we can actually set the printer to the side. And we're going to grab my stool. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, we'll have to adjust the camera because now you can't see me. I was almost John Cena'd. All right. Now, bring that over here. And bring the StreamLabs up over here. And there you guys go. Why is it bringing that window up? That is not the page we were looking for. Voron V0 assembly manual. There, that's the page we're looking for. Can't just whip a 350 Trident to the side like that V0. No, you can't. Yeah, exactly. In the manual it says attach drive. No, do not do that because then you got to take it back off. So just saying. All right, let's get the good old soldering iron out of the way here. And we got you guys can see the bed. Kind of. Why is that so big today? Done. Let's make the manual a little bit smaller. There we are. So we have tops and bottoms, all the good crap, nuts. I got nuts. It's time to play. I'm a little bit hyper today. I don't know why. I'm just happy to be here with you guys. So let's find all the motion system parts. What did I do with them? In this chaos, I still needed, I did not get around to printing a Steve tray. And I'm kind of regretting that right about now. Hey, look, In the Discord, by the way, we were talking, and they're like, I need to find a screw kit. And it's right here. It was actually, it was exactly where it needed to be. Sayer's biggest fan, what's happening? Welcome to the stream. So in all of this excitement, by the way, I really, really want to build a second one of these because because this one has a specific purpose. It's going on the, it's going to be mounted to the Voron PC. And now I want to build another one just for fun. By the way, has anybody ever seen 10mm belt? That stuff is thick, baby. She thick. Yeah, thick. Yeah, I'm squirreling out right now. Ah, there we are. Here's the bearings. I was like, where are the bearings, man? Okay. So we've already pre-done the heat sets. So yeah. Now, and I want you guys to stop me and go, hey, you're doing it wrong if I'm doing it wrong. And it clearly says heat sets sit below the surface. And I did this on all of these. And the question is that I put them far enough below the surface. So we need 3 M3 by 35s, which we already have out. And we start off right here and right here. And we turn them upside down and we do the boogie woogie and we shake it all about. So I love how they call these shims. They're washers. Washers, people. Washers. Washers. Or if you're in certain parts of the country and here in the United States, washers. We're going to need a lot of these, so we're going to just spill a bunch of them out here and see if I can't keep myself from being stupid. Me being stupid? No, that's not going to happen. All right. And on this one, we need one of our printed spacers over here. And then that one needs a washer. What's up, Brian? They are washers, but specifically 0.5mm thick. Are they, though? Really? They are exactly 0.5mm thick? We got to find out. I want to know. Inquiring minds need to find stuff out. Let's see. God damn, you're right. 0.5mm. What do you know? You know, instead of doing 2 of these at one time, I'm just going to do them 1 at a time. I haven't had my OJ. That's the sad part. I forgot to have some. But I did just have a boatload of protein and I had some egg and ramen. So carbohydrates and protein right before the show. Literally, like 30 seconds. I finished that 30 seconds before the show. All right. And by the way, everybody, they were not kidding when they said preload as many nuts onto the frame as you think you're going to need, because I actually do think that in my next build, I will be preloading a lot more. All right, so and just so we can ensure that this does not come off while we're screwing around with the other one, I'm going to put a nut on this. Look, this is a pro hack. Laying down, but here. I hear you, buddy. I appreciate you. You know that. All right. The second one, we need to start off with a washer. You know, not like wash your sister sauce. And then we go with the bearing. Another bearing. And 2 washers. Ah. Boy, did I screw this up, y'all. See, y'all didn't catch this. I did this wrong. I actually flat out did this wrong. I was looking at the end one when I did the first one. Dagnammit. Your black magic gets delivered tomorrow? Sweet. What's your wife think about that? Does she know that you got some black magic coming? Some would say that's a racist joke. I would say it's funny as hell. One, two, one. And just so it doesn't slide off, a nut. You can't see what you're doing, manual in the way. Oh, shit. Sorry about that. Let's move the manual elsewhere. All right, let's do this. Let's move this camera. Let's move me up here. And then we will move the manual up here. Is that better? Is that better? Is that better? And then my big ass hands are in the way. And then what we'll do is we'll move this camera. Let's move the camera over here. And we'll point it more directly down. There we go. See, there we go. All right. So we've got this, and this. And then just so it don't slide off, then we're going to put this. All right. And then we do the same to the second one. Well, actually, we just need to work on the A drive, apparently. We'll work on the A drive only. So this is awfully difficult because, let's see. There. That way that doesn't come out. And I only have to focus on one. Manually move the manual. If you're enjoying me making an ass out of myself on stream, my PayPal is, if anybody doesn't get that joke, well, it's a joke. Oh, yes. We need to put this in. We need to make sure it's facing this way. We need to make sure this is facing this away. And these go in these holes. And then we can tip it up like this. Look. And there it goes. And then we have our bearing blocks. All right. Final stack height. Yes, go see Tinker Atlas. Don't do it while I'm streaming now. You'll miss shit. You'll miss me making an ass out of myself. Where's my Irish jig? Crap. Was that on that plate that got messed up last night before bed? Stand by. Let me go look at the plates of stuff. No, it was on the plate that printed yesterday because I had to reprint some tools. Voron V0, tools. That's all right. It's an 11-minute print. Send it. What's up, the shrimp father, Mr. Martin? How you doing, buddy? All right. Oh, no, that looks pretty damn sharp, though. Ooh, we got a little hair coming off of that. So we got that going. We got this going. This goes in here. Well, while we're doing that, let's put the nut on. You know, everything needs a nut. You guys are watching one right now. So this kit came with Moon's motors, which I'm fantabulously happy about. Just fantabulously happy. 2-phase step motor. I want a 3-phase step motor, man. But for those of you just joining, let's set this aside for a moment. And we'll break this out. This is not what you saw when we ended stream on Tuesday. Yeah, I went ahead yesterday and did a lot of the hard work of preloading nuts because I am a nut. And we got the Kirigami bed on. We did do the bed mod where I could have the fan in there, so we could have a nice heated chamber. And it works. You know, we're all nice and square. All the good things. All the good things indeed. So we loaded extra, we preloaded extra nuts on the bottom and a few on the top, and a few on the underside as well. We did decide, by the way, instead of the standard mounting system for the electronics, we're going to go with the Physitech EMS mounting system. That did not work out the way I wanted it to, but yeah, we're going to do the Physitech EMS system because I think it looks sick. Yeah, let's turn it this way so you guys can see. I think it just looks a lot cleaner. And the only way I can actually see to utilize it with the V0 is tape, because there's no way to mount it. But we have the cable channel printed, as well as the top cable guard. We have the Pico mount. We have all sorts of the little screw-in mounts and yada 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 for it. And I just need to figure out a way to mount the Pi properly without using all the other crap. Think tank, looking good. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. So, and we are using a lot of colors, but that is because the filament for the PC and this is sponsored by my friendly sponsor, longtime friends at Central 3D Printing. If you guys need Nevermores or really sick ABS Plus at really reasonable prices, go to central3dprinting.com. Matt will hook you up. And just so you are aware, Wade over at Mandela Roseworks did also sponsor a build plate for me to test, the Firethorn build plate. And we're going to be putting this through a bit of a torture test. This thing prints PLA at 35C, PETG at 50C, ABS, ASA at 80 to 90C, which we're going to give that a shot. Nylon at 70 to 90C, depending on the blend. So, yeah. We got a rough side, and it's like 220 sandpaper, and then we got about a 120 sandpaper side. These things are stupidly thick. And here's the fun part about these. It negates the magnetic interference that eddy sensors have. So you don't have to worry about magnetic BS. What's up, LTX? LTX, my friend. I need to talk to you, buddy. I need to commission you for some work. Paid work. paid work, my bud. So here's the thing, guys. While this thing's going on, let me go back to this screen here. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. I am going to have to actually manufacture a clicky-clack door because nobody on the planet has these things in stock. So I have to order 1515 extrusion. I'm going to have to cut it and all that good crap. And then I need a door printed. But I want my logo on it. I mean, you guys know my logo. I want my logo etched into the, the window. I didn't want it on the PC, but I want it on the window of the V0 with the clicky clack door. But I remembered something the other day, and I'm going to pay for it. I'm not asking you to do anything special for me. I still need the top for the Centauri Carbon. I think we both forgot about that thing. I put all the panels back on the Ender 6, and I'm like, wait, didn't I get that? Nope, didn't. So yeah. So we need to talk later. Talk pricing, and then I'll get you give me a quote, and I'll get you paid. Don't lowball it. Charge what it is worth. And we'll get her done. That said, we got just a couple of minutes left for that thing to get done printing. Well, it's not even started printing. What are these? Oh, yeah. It's ABS. It's got to heat up. Yeah, that's fine. It can be acrylic. I don't care. Yeah, I know. You were busy with the move and everything. It all coincided. It's all good. No worries, bud. I forgot too. Stream Deck, what are you doing? Oh my God, my nose. Let's see. Okay, we're going to pull my camera off for the moment. My back is already cramping up, and we are what? A whopping 30 minutes into the stream. So I'm going to end up buying another V0 because there are so many mods I found for this thing. I am in love with this little printer. And I haven't even printed anything on it. So I'm thinking I want another one for just in the house on my desk. So yeah, there is that. You know what I mean, jelly beans? So, and now I'm, so for today, we're going to be pretty much blazing through the rest of this build. Getting this thing up and running and printing. It's going to, from my understanding, after this point, it'll take no time at all to get this thing going. That said, once it's up and running, it'll all get torn. Most of it's going to get torn down. After I get a few videos done with it and get it all made and everything, because one, it's going to go on the Voron PC, but two, there's going to be new electronics thrown into it. Like I said, we're going to be putting an all LDO set of electronics in it at some point. Might even be switching the motors over. I'm not sure if that's all in the works or not. Might even be doing some other special things. I'm not sure. There's surprises in the works. So, but this will literally have the most computing power of any Voron on the planet, though, because it's already running Linux. The machine is running Linux. I decided I'm not going to run a virtual machine. It's running Linux, period. I'm going to be putting a 10-port powered USB 2.0, no, 5-port USB 2.0 and a 5-port USB 3.0 hub underneath the base of the Voron PC. And that's going to handle everything. So where we will have camera, we will have tool head, the whole jazz. And well, the tool head's going to end up being CAN bus. So it'll be a Nighthawk 36 tool head with an Orbiter 2.5. Oh, yes. Ring. And I do hope Alex is feeling better, yes. Or will feel better. I know how shit goes when, you don't feel good. Especially when you're feeling good and then all of a sudden things just go straight to crap. And I'm thinking there might be even the possibility of a Mandela Roseworks bed actually coming for this as well. I got to talk to Wade. I don't know. I think so. Maybe I don't know. The fun part is that I actually, other than the cutting of the extrusion, this thing is such a simple printer. That I'm actually thinking about self-sourcing one other than the frame, because I found out you can buy the frame for about $60. What's up, JPP? So there's a place up on Amazon right now that's selling V0 frames for about $60. Now, I don't think that includes the top hat, mind you. But just the basic frame is like $60. And I'm like, ooh, that's interesting. So you add the top hat onto it for another, I think it's $30. So you have $100 in a frame with top hat. And then you're going to add another $30 for the clicky clack door with the acrylic. So with panels, yeah, you're looking at about $150 total, $160. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? I might just self-source this. Just for something to play with on the desk. What's up, Misty? How are you? Good to see you. Where the hell have you been? I'm actually standing off camera right now, doing stretches early on in the stream so I don't cramp up later on. In New World. What are you doing in New World? That game's dead. Everybody's been playing New World because, oh, it's dying. Yes, it's already dead. Get out of that game. Leave it alone. Let it die a miserable death. And I had this interesting thought. Would anybody be interested in me? Brad actually, how we do it there, actually had a really interesting idea about me doing the diffusers on my resin printer. Because I have all these really, I have actually some really sick different types of clear resin. Would anybody be interested in me doing like putting those up on like Etsy or something for sale? They'd be cheap. Mail them off. I could even mail them with the NeoPixels. Make a whole kit out of it. But I have smoky black clear ABS resin That stuff looks really cool, and it's really nice for diffusing. Actually, I just took one of the small prints that we'd already made and shined a light through it, and it was like quite amazing. Brad just sent me something. I don't know what it is. I'm kind of afraid to open it. Might be goat corn or something. Never know with that man. Because NeoPixels are actually pretty simple to buy, and they're cheap. You found me a door in the US. On eBay, of all things. But look, no black. No black. Yeah, it's from West. I can get them from West, just not in black. I know. I can get it from West, just not in black. Maybe I'll just get a purple door. And then if I get antsy, I'll spray paint it. I know, I'll do a splatter paint. Brad is trying really, really hard to find me a clicky clack door, and I appreciate all the work he's trying. Yeah, he's trying really, really hard. Okay, I'm trying to turn my camera back on. There we are. There we are. It's almost done. We just gotta wait for the tool to be almost done. Yeah, I know. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Grub screws, the root of all issues. They really are. Grub screws are the bane of everybody's existence, yet save the world. Because if it wasn't for grub screws, nothing would stick. But at the same time, these little itty bitty grub screws tend to strip. Real simple, real simply, easily. I don't even know what. I don't speak English. What I do with them? I am. Oh, there we are. Yeah, I know. I wish it was. I wish it was true. I did find a clicky clack door, but it was a used one on Facebook Marketplace, and the condition it was left in was sorry. And when I mean sorry, I mean real sorry. And the amount of people that actually end up stripping these just trying to get them in is weird. I don't see how people strip the actual threads getting them in. Just put them in straight. See, if you get binding, just back it off and then put it in right. Or put it in left, you know. I ain't judging. And then you have one of these grub screws always goes on the flat spot. And you also pay attention to the orientation. We'll just snug it a bit. There we are. You just finished making your V0 today? Oh, sweet. Yeah, made by Dennis. That's what we're trying to find right now for me is the clicky clack door in black. Nobody on the planet seems to have them, so I've resigned myself to the fact that I'm going to make one. So, and how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, this will be the first Voron I have ever built. I have built a ton of printers, most of them out of Ender 3 stuff. You know, I built the Do Ender. I've built a bunch of Ender 3s and modded the hell out of them. All sorts of fun things, but I've never built a Voron. And this is my first Voron, so I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah. But after this project's done, we're actually going to be building a Trident out of an Ender 6, and then building a Mercury 1 out of an Ender 5, and then building an Ender Wire out of a Ender 3 Max Neo, and then building another Ender Wire out of a Ender 3. Just for fun. Yeah, I know, Brad, they do. Blue Rolls is actually an amazing company. They have a lot of parts. The problem is they just take forever. They need a U.S. warehouse. They really do. I will volunteer, Blue Rolls. If you are watching, I will build a shop here if you will guarantee me a contract. I will warehouse for you. As a matter of fact, I don't even need to build one. There's one for rent, just half a mile from me. White and silver in color, nice. Self-sourcing the extrusions. Yeah, I mean, you know, I actually did find a silver extrusion kit on Amazon just this morning. It was, but it didn't include the top hat. That was the sad part. It was like $60. I was actually thinking about just buying it just for shits and grins, just to build another one. Hey, look, our tool's done. Because I forgot to reprint the tool. Warning, don't be an idiot. Bed hot. Jesus. There we are. We'll let that cool down while we play over here. Ah, my nose. Anybody else's allergies kicking their butt? Okay. And the other printer's done too. So we'll just snug a bug here. Too many ugga dugga is bad for you, by the way. Guys, what is going on out front of my house? My wife started to go and then she didn't. I'm not sure what's going on. Why does it say network unstable in my house? Front door's left open. Guys, I'll be right back. Something's not right. Give me a second. You guys are just coming with me. I'm not sure what's going on. It's a storm door was left open. That's why my front door camera was going off nuts. It was like, what's going on? My storm door was triggering my front door camera. It was just waving back and forth. Okay. All right. Back to work. Back to work, you mongrels. Okay. So it says stream health is okay. Is the stream all right, you guys? It looks like the stream is behind. Nope, we're good. I'm on cam. Might need to click the live button. Because I had to do that on my own. So Twitch is saying that the stream quality is excellent. And YouTube is saying it's poor. Don't ask me. All right. Just make sure that they're snug. Too many ugga duggas make your day bad, just to let you guys know. And then we take these. And then we take these and we go down through here. We do the D's. Then we go M3 by 35 with a washer. M3 by 35. I'm back. Welcome back to the place I wanted. You know, it almost sucks being old enough that every time somebody says I'm back, that's what I sing. Welcome back, Cotter. Oh, God. The nose. The nose always knows. So if formbot would like one bit of advice, black anodized hardware. Stand by. Okay. Black anodized hardware. Just saying. Looks much better. Much better than silver. Unless you're doing a silver build. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, would you look at that? I'm actually subscribed to you, Made by Dennis. That's pretty cool. I was like, your name sounds familiar. Looky there, man. Looky. All right. We already put the nut on. We did check our work. Our work looks good. So we set that to the side, and then we do the B drive. Same as before. So I found here that if you throw this screwdriver in there, that screw can't go down. And that helps a lot. So we need a washer. We need a bearing and another bearing, then 2 washers, and then 2 more bearings and a washer. Now we need to do the other screw. Excuse me. You can just stay right in there. Thank you. So this one, we need reverse of a washer, 2 bearings, a washer, and then the spacer. Perfect. The algorithm at work recommended me content related to my own channel. You know, it actually recommended me content that I actually created. It recommends me my own shorts all the time. I don't understand why. I actually think it's quite hilarious. I'm like, wait a minute. I've seen that guy before. Were you at Rocky Mountain? No, 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 no. If so, I wish I could have met you. Uh-oh, it's Clown Hammer. Who gave me tools? I don't know. What are you doing, buddy? How are you today? There we are. Da-na-na-na, 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 dun-da-da-da. Wait a minute. Guys. M3 by 30s. Let's go find those because I completely missed it. Flat out completely missed it. Did you get your truck fixed, Clown Hammer? Or are they going to have to build you a brand new engine? Yeah. Still at the top. It's just the lifters. Well, that's good. All right. Well, we're going to have to get the good old. I apparently I did not get those heat sets in far enough. You're going to be at open sauce. What is open? I have not heard of open sauce. What is open sauce? Well, yeah. When you told me you said it was a push rod, I'm like, uh-oh, that's bad. Tell me what open sauce is. I'm intrigued. General Maker Fair related convention, like, oh, okay. Excuse me. So while we're doing this, and while we've got the tools out, that should be deep enough. We don't know. We shall never know. The secrets of the universe shall not give themselves up. Now we got a few threads to bite into. That's a good thing. All right. Now, what other ones are we missing here? Because, dang, son. There we are. Let's go ahead and bite down here and here. John Doe, good to see you, buddy. How are you? We're actually going to push all the way through and get this puppy done today, by the way, folks. There will be no stopping. Well, there'll be breaks, obviously, because I'll need to pee eventually. You know, I imagine, you know, you guys might need to as well, but we're going for the gusto today. Ooh, look at the two squeal. That's an interference fit, if I say. All right. Okay. Oh. So let's get the motor on. And it says the motor connection's got to go that way. No, that way. So let's break out a few M3x35s. Afternoon from Italy. Oh, that is awesome. I don't get too many more visitors from Italy. How are things in Italy? Better put the washers in. How are things in Italy? Welcome to the stream. You accidentally fixed your M1? How did you do that? With tannerite? Small amounts of black powder, maybe? Just saying. Those were M3x35. Yes, they were. No, were they? Yes. Criminy. Filament jammed between the gears. I mean, common thing that happens to all printers. You mean one of those things that happens to every printer out there? Just saying. Seems to happen to my mini Sherpa up on the dew ender more often than not recently. Just so you know. By the way, everybody over on Twitch, there's an ad break here in about 20 seconds. So by the time you hear it, there's already even an ad playing. Yeah, just saying. If you guys are wondering why there's no music today, it's because I can't figure out how come my playlist is not a playlist any longer. All right, so we're going to leave that a little bit loosey-goosey. Throw the nut on there because everybody needs a nut. You guys are watching me, like I said. So you got your nut for the day. Ooh, wow. All right. Oh. Oh, man. So we have the A and B drives. We've already checked our work. Yes, yes, and more yes. Ooh. Now we got to install them. Not installing, install them. God, you guys are just rude. All right. Is that a good angle for you guys? Nope. Nope. There we go. Let's see. B A. Yep. So we need to slide down 2 of these preloaded nuts. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Oh, one of these goes into the frame, and one of them goes into a nut. Come on, get in there. And these go down with M3x35s. What else we got going on in chat here, guys? So before I snug everything down, I'm just going to get it actually in a nut. So we can get equal pressure on it. That way nothing ends up warping. Or ending up like that, because that is not going to work right there. Yeah, I actually want to see some of the video off of your CNC, bud. Ah, too long. Come on. What's going on here? There we go. Having to do that blindly is kind of a pain in the butt, y'all. You could not sleep? Ah, that sucks, buddy. That sucks big time. Well, there's one. Let's put the other one in. Okay, I got to stand up. Here, Lord. Can't sit down, can't stand up. Everything's too painful. So let's drop that in there and drop that in there. So we got one there, and this one goes right here. So this one I'm going to do right off the bat. Just get it on there. Nope, not too tight, too tight. There we are. Okay, maybe I'm not doing that. I shouldn't have put that screw in there. There we are. So we need to line this up right here. Line this one up right here. And that should have made things a whole lot easier. Let's find out if it did. There's one. There's two. And there's three. God dang, guys, that went in easy. Small says hi. Hi, Smalls. You guys got to see the top of my head there for a minute. Guys, we have a motion system in the works. I'm almost proud of myself. All right. Loosen those up just a tad. Look at that. Can I give myself a round of applause? No, it's not worth that. You know, don't worry about it, guys. I know I'm good. No, I'm a dipshit is what I am. Ah, all right. Next. This isn't where I parked my Rover. What else we got? A and B idlers. Where are those parts? There's one and there's two. So we need, let's set this off to the side yet again while we put these together. All right, we need 4 bearings in total. Where are the rest of the pieces for those? That is not them. Those are not the droids we are looking for. I think I dumb fucked up and did not print 2 of these. Or actually, I think I printed half of half. Something does not appear to be right here, y'all. Well, we'll just have to fix it. Where did I put the bed sheet for this? Right here. You know, it's cases like this. Do we have an answer to the video title? Yeah, it'll work today. I ain't leaving today. I will fall asleep on this stream before I leave. If you're going to stream today, go ahead. That's fine. But I'm still going to get it running on stream. It's still going to do it. So let me get the slicer open. And I know that's already on one of these build sheets. Where is it? That's the B idler. B. Where's the A idler? Yep. That's me being dumb. This is going to become a new norm, apparently, is me being dumb. What are we talking about? I'm always dumb. All right. STLs. A idler lower. And those need to be in 2. And we'll auto arrange these, set them like that. Slash plate. Remote print. Well, it's going to put a cramp in our style, y'all. 2 freaking idler pieces taking this damn long. Well, we can put these together while we wait. Oh, Lord Almighty. B idler. Well, this don't even look right. Is that the way it's supposed to go? That must be the way it goes. Yep, that's the way it goes. Vitrol, how's it going? It's going pretty well. Except for apparently I forgot to print some parts or I lost some. I'm not sure which happened. But it is what it is, and we just fix it and move on because I can't find them. Yeah, what happens? It is what it is. M3 by 35. So that goes from up in here. And then we got to go with washer and a bearing. No, a shim. And a bearing. And a bearing. And a shim. You've been looking for stuff for 20 minutes? It's part of the hobby? Well, yeah. It pretty much is, apparently. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. And that goes to another M3 by 35 right there. Get your butt down in there. Don't you slide out. So we can get one of these installed. So we'll go for that. We need to preload 4 M3 nuts inside the frame. If it says 4, do 5. Or 7. Or 100. You know, just saying. And so I found a number of these files for the no drop nuts. And this one is a 12 millimeter version. And I found a 10 millimeter version. I would highly recommend using the 10 millimeter version instead of the 12. Because these ones, they fit, but they are damn snug. But at least you don't have to worry about the nuts going anywhere. Yeah. Sciatica occurring, absolutely sciatica, and you know all the all of my conditions. You know, pain is pain. Doesn't matter where it comes from anymore. Now, see, early on in the instructions, they could have told me to preload 4 into this extrusion, but they didn't. Why? I don't know. It's not like they're going to fall out. Now, if they were just plain old nuts, yes, they would fall out. Yeah, everybody says they wish they preloaded and, you know, they did things a little differently. Well, I'm taking people's advice. And sometimes these don't want to fit at all. Just depends on the clearance of your, there we are, of your printer. And in all honesty, I actually am going to preload one more screw, one more nut. Because they are, in fact, not going anywhere. So, why not? Why not, y'all? Says preload 4. 5 won't hurt. So, and then we have on the side here, we go, this goes in the front. And that is not the right driver. Where it is, actually. Oh my God, I got that on the first try. Hot dogs! And you guys could barely see that because of the camera. Hot diggity dogs. All right, so now we have to wait for that to get done. But we have all of the current door hardware done. Look at that, a whole full plate of purple door hardware. Why did I print it in purple? Because I wanted to. So if you guys haven't guessed, I'm actually trying to represent as many of the Central 3D colors as I can. The only ones that I have not attempted to do yet are green, yellow, and brown. I almost pulled an Uncle Jesse. Jesus Christ, that scared me. What is up with this? There. But yeah, and the only reason I haven't is because they don't quite go well with my current color scheme. Well, the goal, Vitrol, is we're going to have this done today. If you push 2 zip ties under the middle, that's actually a good idea too. So we do have a few housekeeping things we can do while we're waiting. Let's go ahead and preload the 4 on the other side while we're, you know, and, you know, because it's not going to hurt to have a few extra preloads. I mean, they're not, it's not like these are going to be rattling around like if they were just dropped in there. But you never know. I may want to mount a camera over here at some point. Or something fun. I don't know. But these, you know, they tolerances are pretty tight. So why not? I wish I would have actually added more onto the top, but that's all right. There, we just added 4 over there. And now we just got to wait. Oh, we got to do that little piece. Where the heck is that little guy? Oh. That little guy goes over there. These little guys right here. The hex goes on the outside. And that's the cam lock, which I forgot to actually print the cam lock key. I know that, but that's all right. And so we can't do this one just yet because, yeah, I didn't print it. So it's being printed at the moment. So while we're waiting, let's put the lead screw together. So visual, the mods to this are going to be a little bit, you know, strange because it is actually, you know, like I said on Tuesday's stream, this is actually being mounted into a computer, onto a computer, the Voron PC. So it's a little bit different, you know. It is in fact a little bit different. Na 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 na. Do, do, do. So this is one hell of a tall spring on this. Uh-huh. So let's see here. Through hole nut, round or flat. So this doesn't even attach that, so we're just going to leave it off. I don't know. I mean, there's, well, yeah, there's a lot of mods that are going to be happening. So once this gets completely built, then it's going to partially get torn down. The electronics are all being replaced with LDO electronics. God, I hate that. It's getting torn up. I got to put the feet on it or something. But, or get a skirt on it pretty quick. Other than the motors, I think I'll leave the Moon's motors in for now. The PC itself runs Linux, so we're just going to leave it that way. There's going to be a lot of different individual mods going. There's, let's see here. I'm trying to think. I have the parts for Nevermore Mini coming, the Mini for the V0 specifically. We're going to be putting a accessory fan in it. We'll be putting some chopsticks in it. The clicky clack doors is going to be on it. There's all sorts of things that are going to happen to this thing. Doggos need to go outside. Alrighty. Sounds good. So, I mean, there's all sorts of things that are happening to this build, and it's just, I can't really describe how many mods are going to be going to it right now, because there's a lot of things. So, through all M3 by 12. M3 by 12. As a matter of fact, I did find somebody that actually has disco panels in stock. I thought those didn't exist anymore. Actually considered reaching out for a set of those. And yes, I'm actually going to put a washer on this because this is plastic on plastic. And spreading the load never hurts. Yeah, yeah, you might actually, you might actually heard that properly. Especially if I can get them at a reasonable price. Like cheap or free. because it goes with the RGB on the PC already, so at least one panel. Preload 3. Preload 3 on the outside. So now it's telling us to preload 3 on each of the corners on the outside. Why we couldn't do this when 5 steps ago is beyond me. Disco bobblehead coming soon. Well, considering the camera's cutting off my head right now, it'd be pretty easy to do. Look pretty strange, you know, disco bobblehead wearing a Guns N' Roses t-shirt. So it says preload 3, and what do? We preload 4, because one, like we say, they're not going to be rattling around in these things. So, and you can always attach more crap to your printer. I need to start uploading with people's permission all these bobbleheads that I've already made. Excuse me, y'all. Ah, jeez. Guys, I need to go take a quick restroom break. Give me a moment here. Let's turn some music that might actually repeat. I don't know if it will or not. I shall return. All right, we are back. We are back. Okay, let's see. Where's the camera at? There we are. There's my ugly mug. So, getting back to the mission at hand. Go on break and everybody leaves. That's all right. We have a mission and we're bound to get her done today. Because I want to annoy my wife and set this next to my end table at my bedside tonight and watch it print. You're all right, bud. I'm just giving everybody crap. You know, that's my job as a host, you know. I got to give people crap. Oh, busted the end off of that one. All right, so let's go back to the instructions. It says load 3 at each end. I'm loading 4 just for your kicks because might want to load something else at the end. 6 would actually make sense, but I don't ever make sense. Actually, 5 would actually make sense. That way you'd have something to give 2, but... You know, you'd have 2 mounting points instead of 1. But this is on the outside, so who knows? If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Absolutely. Besides knowing what I want to do with this machine, it makes perfect sense to do 4. I hate our couch. Our couch sucks. Please send money for new couch to PayPal. My PayPal is... By the way, y'all, I have Cash App too, and Venmo. And I need to remind RJ that I am still packing shit up. I'm finding all sorts of fun things to send to him. And I got to apologize. I was going to send that package out on Monday, but I keep finding stuff that I want to send to him. Okay, so we've got this step done. Preload more damn nuts in the front. Why couldn't we do all these steps ahead of time? I'm just going to preload nuts on the back too, before it even asks. Says preload 3, preload 4. You can't have enough nuts, people. That's what Mr. Peanut says, right? Didn't Mr. Peanut retire finally? Amber Fox, good to see you. God, it's been a minute. How are you? Can't stay. Got it. Oh, all right. Gotcha. Well, it's good to see you. Oh, God, this hurts. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you are one. What do you mean sometimes? All right, I gotta see what's going on here. It's windy outside. Oh, I see. I see what's going on over in Project's Discord. And I don't blame you one bit, because I don't ever believe that that particular item will ever come out. Hey, Houston, we ran out of nuts. There's the rest of them. All right. I am sure it'll be a problem for future Alex. I don't think it'll be a problem whatsoever. I honestly don't. So why aren't they asking for preloads on the front of this damn thing? Because you know it's going to need them. I'm just doing it anyway. Because I'm not going to stop and go, well, you know what? I gotta say, y'all, this is a lot of preloads. We're just gonna do 4 on each side in the front because we got doors and shit to install. So, how long am I planning on streaming? Whenever this gets done. This machine will be up and running and printing before I get off. May take a little bit of a break, but if this ends up being a 6-hour stream, it's what it takes. I don't care. We're gonna finish this thing today. And may not be fully tuned, but it will be printing today. And one of the reasons for that is this is a fairly simple project, right? Nope, I'm already hurting, buddy. I was hurting before I started the stream. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I am so tired, y'all, of not finishing projects. It took 9 months to finish the deal ender. The Ender 6 sat for months before it was back up and running. And all it needed was half a day's worth of work that I could have done. And I didn't. So I'm getting this stuff done. I'm doing it. I'm telling you. I have painkillers anyway. Speaking of which, it's time for one. These are prescription painkillers, by the way. And I'm taking them as under doctor's advice. So, nana boo boo, YouTube and Twitch. And I got my chair here. So we're good to go, y'all. Yeah. You wouldn't dare. Look at that. I told you before I started streaming I'm going to do this. We're doing it. We're going to finish this thing today. In the next few steps, we'll be installing the feet. No, we'll be installing the skirts. Which, holy crap, we actually may have a problem. Where are the feet? So, guys, we actually may not be finishing this stream today. Because those take time to actually print, and they're not printed. Those were on the print sheet that got destroyed yesterday. Ah, damn it. Hang on, let me find out how long these are going to take. We may have to finish this out tomorrow. I may have to do a Friday stream. Alex may get his wish after all. Yeah, they're sitting right up on that bed sheet right there. Because I had reprinted them, because the other ones were garbage. Damn it. Front, right, front, left. Foot, rear. Foot, rear, left, inline. Shit. Yeah. Well, I mean, we're so close here, and this is just sad. This is just sad, guys. I cannot believe that I forgot to reprint these. No, the printed feet. A little less than halfway. I know. I know. I knew. Dang it, champ. Well, I don't know, y'all. There it is. What do you guys think so far? What's up, Mad Dog? No, I have feet. I have the little feetsies. But it's looking for the feet, the printed one, to put the skirts on. I'm pretty sure that's what it's looking for. Let's go take a look. Let's go find out. See, look. I told you. I freaking told you. There is no freaking way you can load more damn nuts, especially right there. What are you freaking referring to? You cannot load more than 3 nuts right there. I've already done those. And 4 and 3. See? Yep, that's what it's looking for. It's looking for those. The legs. Yes, the legs. It said feet. It says feet. Legs, feet, whatever. And I printed those off, and they were garbage. There was layers. The chamber didn't get hot enough, and the layers were coming apart. Because I had printed them one night, and it was very cold. It was that 20-degree night we had. And I didn't turn the heater on in here, so. Oh, Lord. Well, we can finish this. Ah! Get over here. Come on. So we can do this. We can finish putting together this idler, which, by the way, looks much better than the other idler. I don't know why. Same printer, same filament, same printer profile. Oh, I already had bearings out for that. I think those are M30s. Yeah, those are M30s. We need to find the rest of yeah, there we are. I was like, I know there's more. It's a sign. Apparently it is. It's a sign that the universe doesn't want me to complete anything. I need a power screwdriver one of these days. If it wasn't for the cancer medication that I'm taking for arthritis, yeah, my doctor's got me on a cancer medication to treat arthritis. Feels like there's something loose. But it's not loose. I don't understand. Okay, we have the other idler on. Now, what we can do is, if we wanted to, we can put the little feetsies on there just to get the damn thing off the ground. But I don't want to do that. And we'll put the cam walk in. And now it looks nice. Except for that. Sub GTR Dad, what you doing, buddy? All right, so that print is done. Damn. All right. So let's do this. Let's get the feet going here. Global. Let's make sure my Voron settings are right. Okay, that seems to be okie dokie. 5, 5. Okay. Slice them. Oh, wait. We gotta go check this. Go back to quality. All right. We're doing that. We're doing that. Slice the platum. You're the nerd. 3 hours, 51 minutes to print this plate. And I think we're going to go with, yeah, we'll just do black. Because these feet won't matter after this is built, so. Yes, good morning, heathen. Wake up, smell the roses. The War of the Roses. By the way, all of you that have not seen it yet, granted, we won't be running this for very long. But there you are. Look at that baby. Look at it. Isn't she beautiful? Yeah. But I can just see her sitting right up on top there. Jump. Question is for all of you V0 owners out there, what is the ultimate tool head you guys would put on this? Besides a dragon burner. Besides the dragon burner. Huh. Well, that's interesting. So if that goes in there, Um, the mini stealth burner. Okay. Okay. This is fascinating. Just trying to figure stuff out. I'll bet you I'm going to be looking through stuff after stream and go, oh, look, that's the part I was looking for. I didn't need to reprint it. Need more hammer? Probably straight to my skull. Straight to my skull, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you know, there's not much else we can do because we have, what did it say? 4 hours of prints to do. So yeah, let's go to this camera right here. Not that I'm bummed out or anything, but geez, guys, I was really hoping that we could do a lot more, but we did get quite a bit accomplished. You know, we got the A and B, and we got, you know, some stuff done. But I wasn't as prepared as I thought I was. Here is a lesson in how to not be me. Go through your parts. Oh, thank you, sir. And make sure you're completely prepared and don't be me. I am disappointed in myself today. It's unfortunate. We could have gone quite a bit further. So print cam for the next 4 hours of stream? I mean, we could. Say, watch. Oh, wait. Yeah, those cameras aren't working right now. Oh, there we go. What is that camera looking at? What the heck? Oh. Why is the S1 camera not functioning? You guys see what's going on with chat? Look at chat. What is it doing? What in the hell is going on with this? Refresh cache. That is so very, very weird. Uh-huh. Media file. Add source. Skål! Well, give me a second here. I'm trying to add the Cobra S1. Come on. Oh, yeah. It won't allow me to do it in that mode. Cancel. But I can do it in this mode. So what I can do is this. Maybe. And I can do this. We can go. Window capture. Nope, that's not going to work either. Apparently, it just doesn't want to work. Down Under Maker Phil, I heard you guys weren't feeling so good. I hope everything's going to be all right, bud. Let's do screen cap. Can I do it just an actual screen capture? Oh, I can. There we are. And then what we're going to do is we're going to alt this. Oh, Jesus Christ. Really? There we go. And this is how YouTubers do it. Take an application or a video, turn it into an actual video source. And we'll just lay that one right on top of that. Voila! Now you can see the Cobra S1. So my Cobra S1 is currently in WAN mode, not local LAN mode. So I can't intercept the actual RTSP stream. You can only do that when it's in LAN mode. So yeah, but essentially, yes. But now we have to figure out what happened to the chat, because your guys' chat just like disappeared. Always show messages. There we go. Holy moly, that was just weird. It was like flying by. But we made more progress on the V0. I unfortunately screwed up. Let me move this big camera out of the way over here. And neglected to reprint the feet. Or the legs, whatever you want to refer to them as. So, well, no, they're printing now. That's what we're watching on the Cobra S1. But it's going to take 4 hours, and yeah. And we do need to get another print going. We did get the problem fixed with the prints off for the Atlantis project. God, guys, I just got another 4 rolls of 3D Hosier matte gray in for that project. And dear Lord. This is a 6-hour building to do it. I was planning on doing it. I was planning on sitting here today for 6 hours to finish it. I just don't have all the parts printed, so my bad. I wanted to finish this today on stream, and I screwed up, so it's my fault. But I guess it is a blessing in disguise. I'm going to go through, make sure I have all the nuts preloaded that I need. And I'm pretty sure that I have more than I need, because every time it says load 3, I'll load 4. You're just teasing. I know you're just teasing, but no, it is my fault. I thought I had planned everything out, and apparently I didn't. You know, there was a whole bed of parts that had to be destroyed yesterday because they sucked. And I neglected to reprint them. I got sidetracked. Which, again, is also my fault. So, but, by the way, after we get this project done, we're going to be doing a teardown of my FlashForge Adventurer 5M and trying to fix it. It hasn't had maintenance in 3,000 hours. Well, it's had some maintenance, but not a full teardown. And we're going to do what we can. I will be as hard on myself as possible because I am trying to do right by my community here. And I understand that you guys are very forgiving, but I wasn't bullshitting when I put that in the title. I wanted to finish it today. That was a promise that I made to myself. That was an actual promise I made to I made to myself. Now, here's a question, by the way. Do we use in this little project here? Do we use the Pi version 1.2 that comes with the Big Tree Tech Pi version 1.2 that came with it, or do I use my Kick Pi 2B? My trusty little Kick Pies that I love and adore, these little things that are twice as powerful and kick ass. That's a very good question. I have many of those. This is another EBB 42. Where's my other EBB 46? I mean 36. No, EBB 46. What the frick? Okay. That's strange. Looks like I need to order an EBB 36. I thought I had another one. I guess I don't. So many parts to order, so little time, and no money. Gotta love it. Need more power. Oh? What power considerations? It's significantly less power. That's the thing. Significantly less. So I think what we'll be doing is, you know, I will be printing out the rest of these parts, going through, finding out for the rest of this afternoon, this evening, what other parts that I am missing. Because I can guarantee I'm probably missing something. "42 diagonal holes." No, I actually do, because the 42 does not actually fit inside the tool head that I want to make for the Ender 5. And I need a 36 for the tool head for the tool head for the Zero as well. Because that 42 is also spoken for. No, this one's getting a Nighthawk. The Zero is getting a Nighthawk. Sorry. The Zero is getting all LDO stuff. Because that's going to be the conundrum machine. Because it's a formbot kit that's going to have all LDO hardware. That's going to be the funny one. Because when it gets mounted into the PC, it's going to have a Leviathan board, and it's going to have an Orbiter 2.5, and it's going to have a Nighthawk 36. Yeah, that's going to be the conundrum machine. It's going to be funny as hell. Sorry, Phil. This is something I gotta do. I just gotta do it. I mean, unless Big Tree Tech wants to throw me a big old sponsorship. I mean, I've been using Big Tree Tech hardware in every single machine. All right, Heidi, have a good one. I'm not in my voice channel or anything, so we're just chilling out here. So, as a matter of fact, I will probably, just be you know, just be chilling out here for just a few more minutes. And then we'll probably be ending stream here in about 15. Make it a 3-hour stream, and then picking things back up tomorrow once all the parts are printed. But we'll spend another 15 minutes here. But that said, I will be in Discord after the stream, so. Whether it's out here in the workshop or in the house, I don't know, but I will be in Discord. No, don't get me wrong. I do love my Big Tree Tech hardware. But let me sit down. Let me sit down. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Yeah, it's probably a wise decision to not do a marathon stream today. But here, let me go back to this screen. I do love my Big Tree Tech hardware. But if what comes to fruition happens, and that's a big if, you know, the idea of having all LDO hardware inside of a formbot machine would be just funny. So and it would be something I've never used before. So there is a use case for me to learn it. You know, I'm always down for learning new things and new hardware and gaining experience on said hardware. And I know you are a tester for Big Tree Tech, and like I said, I love my Big Tree Tech hardware. I am very passionate about the Manta series, as a matter of fact. I have lots of Manta 5s in the workshop here, and I love them to death. I have other projects that I'm going to be ordering other Big Tree Tech hardware for. As a matter of fact, the one thing that won't be LDO on this is the screen. There's going to be a 5-inch HDMI screen to be put on this. So, yeah. And I do understand about grounding issues, and there's going to be thermite beads and so forth involved to remove RF noise. And you know, I don't know if you know this about me. I act like an idiot a lot of the times, but I designed and engineered wireless networks, and I mean actually engineered hardware for internet service providers for 25 years. And that includes engineering boards. So I'm well familiar with noise environment, stuff like that. Oh yeah, no, I know USB is not a good choice for any electrical noise environment. Yeah, it's never a brand issue. It's, you know, it's a technological issue. So there's a lot of things that, you know, I tell people I was in the IT industry for 25 years. I'm not that specific. Go tell more. No, I don't need to tell more. But in a former life, I did beta testing for companies like Ubiquity and Microtik, stuff like that. Are you isolating the printer from the PC frame? Nope. It's going to be rigid mounted, bolted straight to the frame. As a matter of fact, since the PC is actually running Linux, it is going to be, there's going to be no need, technically, for me to even mount that KickPi once it's actually mounted to it. It'll be running straight from the PC. I'll install Klipper straight into the operating system, even without a virtual environment. And that's actually going to be the broadcast PC, no less. That I stream off of. So it's going to be fun. Well, in a sense, it'll be the machine that sends the broadcast out. I'll still be using another machine for all the cameras and so forth. And then it'll run NDIS to actually send the broadcast to that machine. That way I'm not completely overloading the damn thing. And I can put it in a prominent place in the workshop where everybody can see it. And not just up on a shelf to make it look like crap. That's why I got this whole corner right over here that you guys can't see. Where the TV is and the dual monitors. And that's where it's going to go, right over in that corner. It's going to look real pretty over there. There's LED lighting in that corner. All sorts of cool stuff. Yep. They'll nail it. USB is a horrible protocol for anybody wanting to know. It's horrible. It's literally a garbage protocol. Where do you even start with all this? Join the community. That's the simplest way. Start asking questions. Exclamation point Discord. And then we can get you into other Discords. And just start by asking questions. That's the best way to learn. And truthfully, there is no question that is too stupid. A lot of people in there's a lot of communities out there will jump down your throat right off the bat. And we don't do that. You start by taking just enough ADH meds to be functional and then slide into it. Exactly. Exactly. Slide, dive, side, whatever. It works. That's the meds talking. I grabbed the wrong drink there. But yeah. In case you guys haven't seen, for those of you just showing up, let me show you what we've been working on today. We were building this little Voron V0, and I screwed up, didn't print a few things that I should have, and we're kind of at a stopping point right now. It's a little 120 printer, and It's actually going to be mounted to a PC. So the twitches are normal. Yeah. You don't take ADH meds and start 40 projects at once. Yes, John, you do. Or else what are you going to do with the other 30 minutes of your day? I hear a fan going out. Hang on. I got to see which machine's got a fan going out. Oh, typical. It's a fan on one of the enders. I got a 4010 fan that needs to be replaced. Those of us in the community don't buy it. Not in our communities. So unless asked, yeah. The twitches are a feature, not a bug. They're cardio. Yeah, it's about all the cardio any of us get. Except for Phil and his running. I think he's the only one of us that actually does exercise. But I can say I'm down 30 pounds, y'all, since January. So look out, Phil. By Rocky Mountain next year, I'm going to be down to my target weight, 220. Yeah, he has a problem. He's addicted. 5 kilometers a week is hardly exercising. When it involves running, there's only one thing I run from, and that's dogs. Mean dogs. All the rest of the dogs, you know, I just pet them. Dogs are fun. I love dogs. I don't even run from, you know, well, anything, frankly. If somebody comes up to mob me, I'll just, you know, well, I live in rural America. Use your imagination. I'll slap them across the head with cold iron. Yeah, it ain't pretty to watch me run either. I get about 10 steps and I'll fall on my ass. My back does not permit those types of things. Oh, Lord. My back goes, no. And then my hips go, heck no, you ain't doing these. But, you know, if the weather cooperates, by the way, if the weather cooperates, and my sons get the time off, we're actually going to get the yard cleaned up so we can actually start the greenhouse project here pretty soon, too. And give them all a big kiss for thinking I actually have money. That's the truth. Give me your money. You think I actually have money? I'll give you my my credit cards that are maxed out. There you go. That's the fun part. So you want to build a plotter. Well, search for a reason you ended up here. Well, I appreciate you ended up here. That's interesting that you ended up here. Um, you know, I do 3D printing and I do some CNC stuff. I haven't done a plotter yet. So, uh, is it raining? Squirrel? Are you in the right place? Well, I've never done a plotter yet, so no, I don't know. Daisy, what's happening? We do plot a lot of crazy products, well, projects, even products at some point. I finish about a quarter of mine. Yeah, like Phil says, you know, some of them. Generally, I don't do plotters. I can't think that it'd be much different than what we're doing now. I mean, a plotter is just a fancy CNC router table. That's all it really is. It doesn't do anything but use a pen. Just chilling, eating Doritos. Doritos are good. I don't have any Doritos. You actually just caught it at the end of stream here because I'm kind of out of things to do. So, is there anybody that's got anything going on? Do we have anybody to send y'all over to? Let's go check out who is streaming live over on each platform right now. Because I'd hate to just, you know, leave y'all hanging. Let's go take a look on the Twitch side. While we're looking here, I do want to thank everybody for showing up today. We are going to be doing this again tomorrow, apparently. Because, yeah, I wasn't totally prepared today. Let's get rid of the following filter. Or we can do this. Actually, no, we don't need to be in the following filter. Let's go find somebody that is. Wait. Is Polymaker streaming right now? Did they just go live? Can somebody go check out Polymaker on Twitch? Yeah, that's I'm a tuber. That's your job, not to be ready. Yeah, they're live. Okay, cool. So all you awesome peoples, we're gonna send you over on the Twitches. We're gonna raid you over to Polymaker. Tell them the captain sent you. And then we'll find everybody on the YouTube's place to go to as well.
That has been improved upon.
So we got that one.
First and foremost, we'll just say that in case you guys missed it, we're doing a galactic bundle builder. This is, I think, for May the 4th. and it will
let's see here.
be completed. I think it will end tomorrow. Mark, let me see. What did you send me again? Completed.
Let's see what we got here. Viewer activity,
I sent it to them.
stream settings,
I don't know if
customization.
But anyway, this is our current deal right now, where you'll save 15% if you get 5 spools, or 25%.
Hey, it won't let me type, y'all.
Of the spools listed on this page, and this is specifically Galaxy or Starlight or Celestial, all of our different Starlight stuff. I don't know if Hedgehog's here, but his spool is actually included in this.
Nope,
here.
I don't see anything there.
If you want to get 10 Hedgehog makes Galaxy Red spools, you'll get 25% off. But
I am not seeing anybody live right now.
For this to work, if you just add them to your cart, if you go to the shop products, it won't work. So you have to click this Galactic Deals right here on the top menu, and it does expire tomorrow. So if you want to try out, I don't know if that means tomorrow at midnight or tonight at midnight. I know it ends on the 8th. That's all I know.
Well, that's a bummer.
So you want to get in there as soon as possible.
Unfortunate, y'all.
Galaxy, any of the sparkle or cool shimmer effect PLAs. So yeah, all of our different Celestial, Starlight, Galaxy.
Well, everybody, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Hello, Daisy. Good to see you.
Peace.
I got rated. Oh, hello. How do you know? How do people know this is happening?